All right, welcome back, everybody. It has been a hot minute since our last Monster Mash. Um, we well, we're back with an original monster this time, and I am joined by some of the usual suspects. Shy, Decaf, they are here, of course, and we are also joined by my boy Blue.
There's me.
Yeah, Blue's gonna be filling in. Zach and Larry could not make it, so we got the next best thing.
Oh,
You're officially fifth, Blue. Just remember that.
So
fucking giant instinct rages your ass again.
So, before we jump in here, I'm going to have everybody introduce their characters, but like I said, before we do that, there's something I want to discuss. And this might be a regional thing, but I'm curious how my experience compares to yours, to you people.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Intriguing.
How many people do you guys know nicknamed Bubba? Like, personally know?
Nobody.
Personally, zero.
Zero.
Okay. I know two.
Damn.
And I'm not and I'm starting to think maybe that's a lot to know.
Yeah, I think so personally.
How south do you live again?
Okay, wait, that's a good, genuine question.
Above DC.
You know, I'll ask my other south friend. She's fucking real down there.
I don't know, it feels more like a movie trope in my head.
Yeah, I know two guys named Bubba, and one of them's like another RPG nerd. So, I don't know. If you're watching this in the future on YouTube or you're catching it on Twitch, let me know how many people you know named Bubba. I'm curious. Because right now, like I said, I'm leading the polls with two.
Man, if you had a nickel for every person you knew named Bubba.
Yeah, I'd have two nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but...
Oh, boy.
Well, with that being the case, why don't we have everybody introduce their characters? Let's start with Decaf. Decaf, who are you playing this evening?
Well, this is my standard sorcerer. He does the fire thing. In your own campaigns, you would know him as Nakai. We're just taking it back to when we first started at level 4.
Okay.
Whoa. We did start at level 4, didn't we?
Yep.
Heck
Way
yeah,
back.
Like
baby.
a lifetime ago.
Shah, you have two characters you're running this evening because we only have 3 players.
Yeah.
Who would you like to introduce first?
We'll go in alphabetical. We'll start with Oscar.
Okay.
In similar fashion, because I figured why not? I would pull up a couple that I've used in the past. I couldn't remember if Oscar specifically was one that I used in a monster test, but here we are. Oscar is a Tempest Oracle, just a build that I created for a monster test, and nothing too crazy. Human ASMR. And then otherwise, following that up with Racket, my dork of a kobold rogue, as I'm going to call him. He is... I think he's a dex-based. I don't remember what kind of rogue he is. He might be a thief rogue. I don't remember. But he's a venom-tailed kobold, so, poison.
Very nice. You know, I definitely remember sending you sending me that art before, but I didn't have it anywhere in my folders.
You did mention a whole bunch of art disappearing from a bunch of characters a while back,
Yeah.
and Racket was one of the original monster test builds.
Yeah.
That I did in specifically in Foundry. So he was one of the first Foundry builds I did specifically.
But yeah. And then Blue has brought over his character. This is Blue's, I think, your first time to be using out Foundry.
Yeah, first time using Foundry as a player. Did
Foundry
a little bit,
Virgin.
trying to test it. Yeah, wait, hold on. As a player.
Sure.
Nope.
you.
Yeah. Well, oh, so never mind. Nope.
Yeah,
Not on Twitch. Not on Twitch.
you calm yourself over there. There's some
All right.
words we
Mhm.
can't say.
So this is a
now I'm bringing
character-
back.
This is a character
Yeah.
you've played a lot in Roll20. Who are you
Yep.
bringing into Foundry here?
I'm bringing my homeboy Gatsu. He is the king of boss killing amongst this. Every participation I've had, he has gotten the kill with his giant ass greatsword. I think except once. So I'm hoping
So he's a prince.
I'm hoping for round 9, I think, of the Gatsu lineage.
Jeez.
Yeah, to get another kill.
All right. Well,
Actually, just a long line of Gatsus, and the
That's
one
exactly
that
what I
failed.
said.
The one that failed was shunned.
No, he wasn't. I think that's the one who got married, actually. I think he got married to your character, too.
well, the four
Hey,
of you
what?
are constables. You are maybe not constables, maybe just good law-abiding citizens, but you have come into the scene of a bank robbery. And you have managed to do battle with several of these humanoid bank robbers. But while they were fighting you, throughout the entire encounter, there was a steady clang of metal impacting metal further into the bank. And past the teller's windows, you can make out something standing before the vault door, which is beginning to buckle. Even with the rest of the gang felled, whatever this thing is continues to land blow after blow against the vault door. How would you guys like to approach this?
Well, does not sound good. Can we see this thing?
I'll tell you, it's right here, but like there's these windows and everything in the way. It's hard to like make out what's going on over there. It is a towering figure, definitely taller than 6 feet, and it appears broad-shouldered.
Fascinating.
Well, then. Well, I'll grab my fucking greatsword like I usually do.
Say, I am actually going to go ahead and make sure my weapons are pulled out ahead of time if we have been effectively, like, actually,
Certainly, yeah.
doing all this.
Yep. Weapons ready.
You guys normally don't talk these things down in these monster tests, right?
Yes, that's usually how I run my monster tests, with a way to peaceably resolve the issue, so that the
I will
monster
also
goes untested.
Okay. Then I will also chug-a-lug my Juggernaut mutagen.
Okay.
How
Party.
far? So you said he's like
How do I?
here.
use
How
the-
far are we talking?
How do you use the items in your consumables?
Fascinating.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Actually, the other guys would probably know better than I would how to use the items.
Decaf,
Oh,
fucking try. How do I drink a Juggernaut potion?
So if you
Uh,
click...
I think you would best want to put it into the chat and then drag the
I was gonna
effect to
say.
yourself. When you click on the icon, the image of the item itself, or where the image would be,
There it is.
Yep.
There. Oh, okay. Boink.
and then it has the effect on it.
Yep. And then
Alright.
you see that effect? You click that and you drag it onto your character. Like a child out of Toys R Us.
Do not.
I
Oh,
got
this-
you. There we
Yeah,
go.
literally,
Now
it
you
will.
got-
Oh,
It,
shit.
That was me.
awkward.
Thank you. All right, figured it out.
And now the effect should adjust all the stats as necessary.
Yeah.
Quickly, you have a minute.
Okay.
I guess we would just move forward realistically and try to stop it. I don't think we would do anything else, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. So as you approach closer, you notice that the doors on this side have been broken through.
Oh.
And
That sounds about right.
you can see, now that you're a little bit closer, this massive figure standing behind the wall. This creature is approximately 7, if not 7.5 feet tall, and is made entirely of what appears to be bronze sort of armor, though very, very thick, very like sort of looks very like plated. It lacks a head and only has a single arm that consistently pulls back before slamming into this vault door that is crumpling under its blows. Steam issues from its other shoulder, and as you approach, possibly kicking aside some debris, it turns, looking at you with a single eye set in its chest that changes to a red hue.
Oh boy.
The creature in question
Hey.
looks like this. Featuring art by Seth Monster.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
Bet you we got an original coming through.
Ah, frick, wait. Bracket just made a sudden realization.
What?
Can you poison metal?
About to find out. Well,
Have fun.
Alright, let's roll for some initiative.
4 people roll. Scout's warning. Free action.
Ooh. Alright, so
For
let me
initiative.
apply that to everybody before
I got real close to hitting that button, bro.
whoops.
That's why I said before you roll.
So I wonder if I could have selected you guys and thrown it all on you at once. Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly. Separate thing. I do not see any effects on Gatsu personally.
They're
Bottom
definitely
left
on
in the
him.
encounter count. Yeah, in the encounter tracker.
Oh yeah, I see it there. Interesting. I just don't see it on your token itself. Weird.
Wow.
Alright.
No rolls.
My token is a mute.
Boink.
There you go. Alright.
Leave it to the healer-esque character to decide to go first.
Yeah, it is going to be Oscar
Every
leading the charge.
Why is it always the dedicated? Anyways, all right. Well, I think I can comfortably say, can I at least see it fairly easily?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say there's like an open window at these tellers. So you guys can get through. We'll just treat it as difficult terrain.
Cool. Well, I'm not sure I'm worried about that because Oscar will merely start with immediately going into their curse
Ooh, okay.
with Vision of Weakness.
Ah, very nice. So spell effect, Vision of Weakness. Okay. So its lowest
So, if they have any-
save.
Oh.
Yeah, its
Go ahead.
lowest save is Will. And it has weaknesses to 2 different things. Damage types, I guess, maybe. Its first weakness is to Orichalcum. So, those
Mother-
of you that prematurely spent money on Orichalcum weapons, good foresight.
I'm
Uh,
going to complain about something later. I'll explain later.
it also has a
Amazing.
weakness, which might be a little bit more common, to electricity.
Interesting. Okay. I can make use of neither of those, but the will save is definitely fascinating. However, with my remaining 2 actions, I will go ahead and just target it with needle darts from a distance
Okay.
and give myself, I guess.
You find no
I get a
Orichalcum
plus
metal
status?
around. Yes,
No,
of
I know.
course.
Yeah.
This bank
No,
does not
I'm
carry
fully
Clockwork
aware.
coins.
I was very upset. All right. Badoink. Badoink. Give myself that +2 status.
Yep. Yeah, make sure you got the spell effect on you, because that should be what does it.
I didn't even do that. I just decided to add the +2 status in before the roll, because mine still gives that table every time.
Gotcha. Yeah, that works. Ooh, a 28. You form, like maybe from these silver coins you're carrying or something, but you form these metal darts that streak through the air and lodge themselves into the armor of this immense creature. Go ahead and roll for damage. No, I wouldn't even say immense, but he's big. He's beefy. Alright, so he will take some damage there, and let's see if this applies the resistances. It did not, so I have to do that myself.
You've been having a pain with that even before the break.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, what's the point of having them being entered in, aside from, I guess, just to remind you? But alright, that is Oscar's turn, which brings us around to William.
Okie dokie. I think I am gonna go ahead and first action, I will step up behind Gatsu here, and then I am then going to follow up by casting Grease underneath this creature.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Under Gatsu.
Make it a line of 4 right from the creature to Gatsu.
Like, come get us. No. I will do kind of like a what's the like a little Tetris piece. I'll do the 3 and then the 1 in front of it.
Okay, let me see.
Smart.
So you want to do it like this, and then like that, essentially?
Not like an L. So it is in the center, and then the one to its left and right, and then the one directly in front of it, closer to Gatsu.
Okay.
That weird Tetris piece.
That piece, okay.
Yeah, T shape.
Like a weird T shape.
T block.
And then this one right here.
And with that, I am
Alright. It will attempt a reflex save. 22.
Shit.
It manages to stay on its heavy, plodding feet,
Oh no.
holding its ground. And it is its turn. So as it turns on you guys, you see there's like this steam whistle sound that goes off, and its hand like whirs and clicks back into place, pressing flush against its sort of forearm component. It is a simple construct, so it is going to stride. So it's going to have to attempt another reflex save.
Slip.
Yeah.
Fall on your head!
Alright, so it does fall prone, but it'll spend another action to stand up immediately. Does it have to make a check? I think it's just when it moves through it, right?
It's only when it moves through it. Yeah, it should be able to
Okay.
step out just fine.
Yep, and so yeah, it is just a machine, so its last action will be stepping out.
Oh, hi.
And that's its
This
turn.
makes my job so much easier.
And with that, it is Racket's turn.
Well, Oscar is now annoyed with this himself because they have electric arc and didn't even notice. But otherwise,
Don't worry, William has electric arc also.
I guess Racket is going to do. Oh, that's difficult terrain. That's not something Racket can probably easily stand on, huh?
Well, Racket is small. I could allow it.
Okay. What I'm thinking of doing, let me make sure I've got movement. Boink. Nope, it's not that button. It's this button. That should be just enough movement speed to get me to there.
Okay.
And I guess I will just immediately try to get in a good strike. Possibly two.
All right. Go for it. So make sure you're targeting.
I did. Yep, I'm already doing so. I did piercing damage, right? With the metal
Yes.
needle darts. There we go.
Yep.
I will deliberately choose slashing and then bludgeoning for both of these two strikes that I try to send out, just to see if either of these have the issue as well. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Okay.
So, first strike against its off guard.
That is a hit.
And I guess this isn't like two in a row, so I will roll the damage first.
It's not one of your monks.
Do I? Oh, it did roll it. Sweet.
All right, so it'll take damage, but again, doesn't seem like all of that got through.
Okay, and then we'll swing in with the mace as well.
Ooh.
We will not be swinging in with the mace
No.
efficiently, at least.
No, you will not.
He swung. He just didn't do it good.
I imagine you swung and you accidentally swung towards a more sort of fortified part. And so your mace comes crashing down but clangs off of its armor.
Bonk.
Yep. But alright, that is all three of Racket's actions, which means it is Gatsu's turn.
It's me. All right. So I'm going to see if I can figure all this shit out. First, I'm going to hit the rage button.
Yep.
And I'm going to click on myself. Wait, no. I think I have Clockwork Destroyer. Okay.
Oh.
Is it better if I just let you do it?
You can click on it, I think. It said I had to, it said like when I hovered over apply effect, it said expand description. And so that's what I was trying to do, but accidentally I think.
Gotcha. Alright, and then I'm gonna see if I can fucking hit. Big old, holy fuck.
Alright. Let's make that for the sake of this encounter, I'm going to make that a regular hit.
I'll allow it. How do I, do I just hit the normal damage and
Just
not
hit
the critical
damage,
button?
yep.
Okay. That doesn't have my actual giant instinct rage bonus. That just has a normal
Your
rage
regular.
bonus.
Yeah, so it's another, 4 for giant instinct?
I believe so. I'm just gonna recheck, but yeah, just add an extra 4 damage for now.
Alright, so I will just... So 11 damage, I will subtract what doesn't go through.
But I wanted to one-shot.
To be fair, maybe I should just give you that crit, because it still wouldn't have won. Yeah.
If you're not small or medium, blah, blah, blah.
I'll give it to you, you know what?
When using a larger weapon from 6 to 10, so that was plus 8 damage, not plus 4.
Wait a second,
Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's 7th level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you aren't that high level yet.
Yep, looking at the wrong one.
Alright.
Yeah, I should also have the clumsy condition on myself now, but since I
Yes.
didn't have the quote-unquote proper rage, you should probably put that on me manually.
Yep, I can do that. Let's see, there's Doom, Deafened. There we go, Clumsy.
Excellent. All right, so are we doing the crit damage then?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, that's
I'm
just-
just going to double. So that would have been 11, so 22.
Yeah.
I already
and
subtracted
then-
that much. Actually, what?
Also, I don't know if there's a module if you have the module, but I know there's a module from 5e for this thing that you can get like, oh, a crit is a green number and a 1 is a red number, but I don't see the green as the crit, at least over here.
I
I
do.
guess I didn't. I just rolled really hot. All right, whatever. Swing again.
Sure.
All right, sick. Boom. 22.
22's a hit.
Did almost more damage than the other one.
All right.
Not +6, plus whatever.
Plus
the
4,
extra
so
four,
20.
so- Yeah, can't see them. There's the number. Yeah. All right. Fucking, I destroy. Boom, boom.
All right. Oscar.
All right. I think Oscar was
This guy's-
looking to just.
Not going to survive to show what he can actually do.
Oh no, I slipped. And I dropped the sword.
Well, we'll see.
Reaction to drops things, right?
I think what I'll do then. This is for okay. I will go ahead and do a casting of Shield Other for now then. And I will cast it on probably the one who's been most likely pissing it off the most.
Yeah.
AKA Gatsu.
Okay.
That's me.
And then I guess I don't really have a reason to move per se. So I'll go ahead and just cast Shield for the time being.
All right. William.
Okay. Let me measure this out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. I can live with that. I'm going to go ahead and do the thing that I'm sure all the casters want to do in this moment. I'm going to go ahead and just cast Electric Arc on this thing.
Okay. So go ahead and throw it up in chat, and it will attempt a reflex save.
Yes, sir.
All right. It succeeds, so it'll only take half damage.
Sounds good to me. Here we go.
All right. So it's going to take half of that, and then its weakness.
And then
Weakness 70.
All right. One action
and then
remaining.
For my third, and for my third action, because I know I just did a thing, I'm going to run. If y'all need me, I'll be over here now.
All right. It is the Demolisher's turn. It is going to step, which is probably it being smarter than it should be, but for the sake of this, I want to do that. Then it draws back its fist and with surprising swiftness makes 2 quick jabs towards Gatsu, using its focused jabs action.
Oh.
It's almost like a better version of Flurry of
I
Blows.
think he's gonna punch me.
All right, so it's got you
I think it's
targeted.
punching.
Here comes strike number
like
1.
Nah.
29.
Nah, it's just that's hard. If I didn't clumsy myself. Also, this bitch got +15.
That is 18 points of damage.
You only take half of that due to Shield Other. Keep that in mind,
So
because I take the other half.
Poor
so I
Oscar.
drag the I drag the half onto myself, or I just click the half.
You just click it.
Okay.
And Oscar takes the other half. And as it hits you, you see like the post emerging from the back of its forelimb there, as you can see on its arm, begin to sort of like extend outward. And it strikes again.
Motherfucker got a pile driver or bunker buster.
All right. Well, that is a miss, but even so, like the fist flies out. It hits like sort of the end of its extent, rocks back, and you see they push out a little bit further.
Damn.
All right, that is its possible last turn of its entire life. Racket.
Fair. All right. I guess we'll go ahead and we will try and poison it. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Oscar.
Bonus.
Racket is going to. Oh, I guess you do want that, huh? I'll give it to you in a second.
Okay.
Oscar. God, fuck. Racket is going to do a Kobold Breath.
Okay. So this is going to be Fortitude for poison, right?
Let me double check, because admittedly, I don't think I have that part noted. So let me go ahead and just double check that real fast.
Poison usually makes sense.
Yeah, I would imagine it's Fortitude.
It's the same bonus either
Draconic
way.
Exemplar. The Black Dragon, so shape is a line, basic reflex.
Oh, reflex. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Success.
Okay.
And isn't the black dragon acid, not poison?
Yeah, it's true. Green dragons are usually poison.
Yeah. Line acid reflex.
Okay. So I
So-
succeeded.
Yep. I'm just doing the line, like I said, so it'll just go through him. So I'm not really worried about drawing it out. Here
Yep.
is that.
Okay. And all of that damage seems to go through. So you
Cool.
seem to melt through its armor.
And I'll just move in.
All right. Gatsu, it is back to you.
The motherfucking life at 6 seconds from now. Fuck.
All right, that'll miss. Your
Yeah,
first swing, maybe you're still rocking a little bit from this blow, but you strike out with the sword, and it clangs
Right.
off of the armor. Doesn't quite have enough
You hit me
force
in the
behind
jaw,
it.
bro.
Yep.
I can't see. Alright, let's try again. One better.
But the penalty is
Got it,
too
though.
much.
Well, I wonder what as a barbarian I can do for my third action. I know. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he
Beautiful.
lives.
You
Well,
like
good
critically
thing-
crit missed.
Good thing we aren't
Yeah.
using cards.
Bro,
Oh
I got
my
like
goodness,
a
yeah.
negative. I got like a negative 20 with all this, with the 1 and all that stuff.
Oscar, it is back
way,
to
dude.
you. You you feel a slight ache in your jaw after Gatsu got socked.
Yeah, facts. Yep, I knew that was coming. I'll take it though. And then I will follow it up with a reach spell version of this because screw getting close to this son of a gun. As I do a Tempest Touch, but from over here.
Ah, okay. Alright, so a Fortitude save. It will attempt its Fortitude. Alright, it does succeed, so it'll be taking half damage.
Yep, and it will be taking half of 2d4 bludgeoning and 2d4 electricity. Oh, and cold? Oh no, the electricity came from something else. I apologize. Handy.
What did that come from?
It's specifically the Oracle, the Tempest Mystery. It's the benefit of using either a water or an air spell that is non-cantrip. It adds half my level in electricity damage.
Well, that's kind of crippling. Alright. All
Yeah,
right.
Oscar was more meant to fight this thing than Racket was, apparently.
Shit.
William. Because that was all 3
I'll
actions,
just
wasn't it?
recast. No, technically,
Tempest Touch
but I
only
would have
one
just
action.
recasting.
Dare you?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Oh, wow.
But I will only just recast shield, so no worries.
Okay. And shield others and sustain? Nope. Okay, good. William, go ahead.
Alright, we are going to reach into the bag of tricks. We're going to cast another spell. And this time around, I'm going to say it's going to target the Demolisher. And respectively, these 3 squares to come. In a sort of reverse L, if you will, as I
Okay.
cast another grease.
Okay. So I gotta make a save initially.
Holy crap!
All right, I'm going to choose to make him immune to grease for the rest of this encounter. All right.
And then I
One
will
action
just move
remaining?
around. Yep. I will move up to here, and then I'll call it there.
Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, cool. This works.
If for any reason it can do electricity damage, Oscar is currently weak to it.
Nope. I got some other stuff we can do here, though. So we're going to start off with a ringing blow. So, Gatsu, this thing sort of like you hear like
Ding, ding.
you see, yeah, you can hear like whirring and ticking going on within its body, and steam issues from the whistle on its shoulder, and it strikes out against you with a pile driver
shit.
strike.
Oh yeah.
With a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
And this time it deals 12 points.
Take half.
So, yep, 6 only to you this time, and then 6 to him. But I need you to attempt a fortitude save for its ringing blow.
I'm good at these.
As it hits you, you feel like it's discombobulating you a bit.
No.
And you become stunned 1.
The fuck?
You got a higher than a 21 DC?
You should be able to see it.
I can't see
I
it.
don't. Actually, no, I don't see it either.
Ah, okay.
It's fine.
Well, then don't worry about it. Chat can see it. Congrats, chat. For its second action,
Quick, open the Twitch.
it is going to use a 2-action ability called Gather Momentum. So first off, it is going to stride here. And then you see it sort of gather steam. And it's almost like it's chugging like a train as it moves 20 feet. And you see it drawing back its fist as it goes.
Reaction, no escape.
Okay. And I do need to make a
Actually,
quick
wait, I think-
adjustment
okay.
following rigging blows. Okay. At the end of this movement, it is going to make a strike against William. And so this is going to be at a -5. So this will be at its second multiple attack penalty. But
Oh, God.
Woo!
Oh, thank you.
it needs one more round. Fingers crossed. Racket.
I don't think Racket has much to him other than wanting
Okay.
to just stab it.
I just had to make sure that strike was not a critical failure.
Stab it, bro.
It looks like at this point, the sort of like valves, these pipes coming up from the back of its arm, have fully extended.
Oh dear.
He's strong now.
Someone gonna heart.
break shit.
Okay. Boink. Boink. Perfect. Like sidestep around the grease.
Yeah. You can't get a flank on it because Gatsu stepped in there. But you could try to feint if you'd like.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna
Or whatever.
personally think it's not. Oh, he has a decent deception. Holy, what the? Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Deception's faint, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely. And it is against the creature's perception DC.
Wha? Well,
That unfortunately is a failure.
that's unfortunate.
All right. So one action left.
Whack.
And
Never
that
mind.
whack is a miss. Gatsu.
Gotta stop using that mace.
Let's see if I can make up for my last round.
Yeah, so fortunately you had no escape, because you would have only gotten 1 attack against him this round because you were stunned 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, unfortunately, even... Oh no, wait, it's not applying is flat-footed. That is a hit because of flat-footed.
You don't have it targeted, do you, Blue?
I
Yeah, he did on the first one.
Yeah, that's his little
No,
blue icon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, huh?
You and he are the two targeting.
Blue,
Okay.
what'd you do? Why are you breaking things?
Remember that 17 has +4. So 21. Alright. And then wabam. Oh.
Okay. Oscar, it is your turn. No matter what happens, I'm going to let this thing survive one more round so that I can do its final trick.
No.
Take
That
your
is
turn
fair. I mean-
accordingly.
Sure.
You might want to shield other William.
Well, so here's the thing. I only had 1 second level spell slot, so feel honored.
I see someone rolled much more poorly than I did for slots.
At least for the set. I also only have 3 per level, unlike a sorcerer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorcerer's
Yeah.
for the win.
So here's what I will do. Ow. We'll just use, because why not, 2 heal spells.
Okay.
Well, both at first level. A 2-action one on Gatsu, and a 1-action one on myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
So here is the 2-action for Gatsu.
Yippee.
There you go. And you can just click the
So-
heal for that, Blue.
I was about to hit damage.
And
got
I rolled
13 healing
That's not
damage.
what I wanted. I'm just gonna redo. There we go. 1-action heal. Healing.
Very
Ooh!
nice. Yeah, that's great.
Doink. What do you mean select? Who have I been rolling from this whole time? What?
All right. William. Billiam.
I am out of first level spells.
All right. So here's the thing. I don't like this. It scares me. So
I missed you. You're
William is
fine.
going to do.
It completely
the
demolished
most.
this thing right beside your head.
Yeah,
Like
that
just
whole
punched
area,
through it
yeah.
entirely. But
So yeah, about that. Don't like that. We're gonna flee for our life. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go here, and I believe it's the spacebar for movement in this one. Yep, perfect. And then we'll go here, and then we'll go behind the table,
all right.
and from behind the table, I shall cast electric arc on this thing again.
Okay.
What is this cone?
Don't worry about it.
Frightening is what it is.
Don't worry about it.
All right, it fails, so it'll take its damage. It is going to get off one last turn just so we can see the extent of its capabilities. But it
Come
is
on, hit me!
it is at 1 hit point.
Ooh.
It activates GM's
Beautiful.
ferocity. So,
Whoa.
on its turn, you see it's almost like its limb almost seems to be thrumming with energy. But you see it like lift up its hand, and you see the hand itself like whir. And as it does, the fingers come together and form into a drill. As it spends 1 action to reconfigure limb, changing its damage type to piercing and adding the deadly D8 trait to its attack.
Oh,
The
God.
untouchable, break the unbreakable. Whoa, fight the power. Hit me, motherfucker. I can take it.
So let me add my deadly D8 and then I will.
I can take it!
Okay. And gotta change that to piercing.
Oh
Perfect.
no, my AC lowered by like 4 for some reason.
And so that was its first action. For its final 2 actions, it will unleash explosive force. And so it is going to start do that by making a strike against Gatsu.
Hi.
I said
Yeah,
my
I
AC was lowered
am
by 4 for some reason.
Gonna spend a villain point. All right,
No, I think
Oh.
you barely hit.
villain point successfully spent. So that'll be a crit.
Oh no.
Nah.
Well, this is gonna hurt.
51
Okay,
points of damage to Gatsu. You will only take
Okay, yeah.
half of that.
Hold on, let me check specifically shield other, because
Enjoy your half.
I'm
well,
just waiting
okay.
for Oscar to figure out his thing first.
Yep.
Well, it means, oh man, you take half, which since it doesn't specify means you take half rounded down, and I take the remainder, so I took rounded up.
Sure.
Ow.
I would have been fine.
As this fist
Ow.
slams
There's
into
a
you,
fist
and like the
got-
drill like spills, carving into your flesh, and you see these wounds, like blood stains Oscar's robes, like around the gut. The jutting, like sort of pipes, slam back down into the arm, and there is a riotous eruption of pure force that pushes through you into the cone marked beyond. I need you and Racket to make a reflex save.
Ooh.
And you, because this attack was a critical success, are going to take a -2 circumstance penalty on the save.
-2. Add. Roll. 23 though.
Okay,
That's fucking
that's pretty
low.
good. Racket,
Yeah.
how's your reflex save?
Hey.
Alright, so
Hey.
both of you will only be taking half damage.
Yeah.
Which
Oscar, you gonna be good?
is 19 points
Ah.
of force damage. So each of you will take 9.
I'm
but-
not even exaggerating when
Was
I
that-
say Oscar's at 1.
And
So-
then after
Oh my
explosive force, like it detonates, right? And then boom.
So yeah, after that, it spent everything it had on this last blow, and it just falls apart.
What?
Its 1 hit point was spent.
I smack it with the tip of the sword. Ping. It dies.
Well, actually, here, you know what? I will give. It's got 1 hit point. Racket. It is your turn.
Use great
Racket will attempt again with a light mace.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, this is mine. I
Do you
can't
want to
fail.
move? Do you want to move to a flank?
You should.
Oh, absolutely.
Give us the nat 1.
No escape.
Ah, but you're not remembering. Racket
Has a hero point.
has a hero point.
Give us 2 nat 1.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right, roll number 1.
Hey, that
It's
hits.
not a
That
decent
is a
roll,
hit. It's a hit
but
though.
I will take it. Yes.
And you fell.
Racket.
You fell the Demolisher.
Oh.
Racket, the little kobold.
Steals the kill.
I would have killed this 2 rounds ago if I was stronger.
I think Oscar and William were both ready to destroy it too, my guy.
No.
So-
No.
With that
Electricity
encounter
later.
completed, I'm gonna
Plus
stop
push
the
up
music.
absolutely.
and then I am going to configure ownership to make you guys observers, because that's what lets you see look at the sheet, right?
Find out. Monsters.
I
So, yeah.
do not
Here we
remember.
go.
So if you want to look, he should be in there. The Clockwork Demolisher.
We cannot see what you see.
Okay, then I will make you guys
Oh
owners.
yeah, I got all the values, quantities, bulks.
Change nothing.
We can see everything you see.
I mean, you can trust me. I don't know about Blue though.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you change anything because I already have it on his
Go back
regular
and buy
sheet.
the little skull and I'd squeeze.
So 2d4, we'll do that. And we'll change this. So I'm going to set him back to how he is baseline. So this is the Clockwork Demolisher. Obviously, it is a clockwork construct. The concept for it actually originates from one of my little brothers. But the design and everything, that is me. And the art is Seth Monster, as we said. Beautiful piece by Seth Monster for the Demolisher.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise, some lore for them. Demolishers were built and intended for use in mines. They were meant for to be sent down into unstable mine shafts or like gas-filled mine shafts to extract ore or other veins of valuables. And if there happened to be a cave-in, they were made to be like very durable, so they could simply be dug out and retrieved. However, as seen here, unscrupulous mine owners, foremen, occasional mob bosses, and even the rare bank robber has taken to using them as enforcers and, as what was in this particular case, vault breakers. So, design-wise, they have, they're mindless, so they've got like a low perception. The only skills they care about are physical skills, so they've got a low acrobatics. They have an almost extreme athletics. Because they are entirely physical, they're all about like breaking stuff, busting stuff down. They have a low armor class with only a 19 AC. But they do have a ton of immunities, and their resistance to all physical damage except adamantine or orichalcum.
That is a terrifying concept for a level 5 creature, because that stuff's expensive.
Yeah. But there are other level 5 clockwork constructs that have the same weakness. So it's just like,
I have nothing against it. It's just terrifying.
And they do have just a few points above high HP. So I felt like even with the low AC, that sort of compensated them enough that it worked out. You guys
Combined
just
with physical resistance.
Yeah, you guys just managed to have the right thing to automatically detect its weakness. And
oracles are terrifying with that, dude.
Several ways to exploit it. For their attacks, they are using a high attack bonus, but start off with almost terrible damage. Actually, they start off with low damage. But what they have is this passive ability called Building Force. When the Demolisher makes a pile driver strike and the attack isn't a critical failure, it increases the damage die by 1 step to a maximum of D12. After 1 minute, or on a critical failure, should actually probably say, or on a strike that is a critical failure, the damage die decreases by 1 step to a minimum of a D4. So it didn't really get to show that off. It didn't get to show off its forceful trait either on its weapon, because it could never land 2 attacks in a round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would and I don't know, because I think this is enough. It's understood enough, I should say. But would it be safe to put something along the lines of, I guess, after 1 minute could be each building force in theory, if you were trying to do like rules as written wording, if that makes sense. So like, even though they were making strikes after a minute of the initial building force, even though they've been continuously making strikes, it could be read that after 10 rounds it still went decreased by a step.
Right.
I don't know if you're worried about that.
It's the last time since it increased it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think you might want to just as
done. So you're saying it should say after 1 minute since the last increase?
Yeah, just to be as precise as possible, because people will somehow find the littlest of things. It's kind of impressive.
All right, so you're suggesting...
That's my thought process. That could be something that's completely unnecessary, but...
So, like this.
Yeah. Pretty much exactly like that, yeah.
Okay. And then, so one of the things about this creature is at each sort of die size, it has different abilities it can use. So to really like show everything off, it has to go through the gamut of them. It starts with focused jabs. And this gives it like, this is what we saw with it making the see, the requirements are the damage die of the Demolisher's pile driver is D6 or lower. And so potentially, if it didn't have to move, it could open with a strike and then make 2 strikes still at a +10, which is still very good. Because they both be at a D6. But so this just gives it, yeah, it is like we described. It's almost like Flurry of Blows. It's actually kind of a combination of Flurry of Blows and Double Slice.
I think there's another one that reminds me of this as well.
Twin Takedown, maybe?
I don't know. But it's like 2 strikes that take 2 actions, but the map doesn't increase.
Double Slice is that way, or it doesn't increase until after.
Yeah.
After it does its focused jabs, it can go into a Ringing Blow, as we saw against Gatsu. The damage die of the Demolisher's pile driver is a D8 or D10. It gets to make a single strike. This does have the Flourish trait, so it can't just like wail on somebody twice or wail on 2 different people with this. But yeah, so that just has like, it rings your bell a little bit, and leaves you stunned 1.
Yeah.
And then once it moves on from there, because it might end up like doing Ringing Blow like over 2 rounds if it isn't getting enough like strikes in, or like if it ends a round on a D8 with a Ringing Blow, the next round it can open with a Ringing Blow, and then it can move into its final D12 damage die ability, which is Explosive Force. And so this as a whole requires a D12 damage die. Violent Force erupts from the Demolisher's weapon and makes a pile driver strike. As long as the strike is not a critical failure, it deals 66 force damage in a 15-foot cone with a DC 22 basic reflex save, which is a high DC for its level, and is usually generally what they suggest abilities be around. It does have the caveat, if it was a critical success, the affected area becomes difficult terrain, which didn't affect Racket's movement because he was right on the edge of it. And the target of the strike takes a -2 circumstance value on its save, and then the pile driver's damage die resets all the way back down to a D4. It does have some other abilities. It didn't really get to fully take advantage of this because its die was already fairly high, but it has Gather Momentum, where it gets to stride twice. And if it moved at least 20 feet in a straight line before the strike, and the strike isn't a critical failure, it increases its damage die by 2 steps after it completes the strikes instead of 1. Sorry, that should just be strike instead of strikes. And then its final ability, which is just to sort of like, we saw it do it right at the end there, just because I wanted to show it off a little bit, and it did end up mattering because of the deadly trait, is Reconfigure Limb. Because it's a robot. It is a robot.
Yeah.
Can change its limb as needed.
Recently made that for a Fallout character type mod for robots because I'm playing a robot.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, no. This was a dope little guy.
As a note,
Honestly,
I do have it Explosive Force
high
being
fort, low wisdom.
Yeah. I do have its Explosive Force being force damage, in part due to the name, but also because like it's force damage. Nothing really resists force damage, and this thing needs to break down walls, like break through stone and stuff. So I thought that was a good way to do it.
Yeah, very good.
But thoughts, grammar, notes, anything like that?
Yeah, thought is why it hit so fucking hard? As in, like,
because
it got plus 15. It's got that extreme bonus. Goddamn.
Because it starts with a low. It actually only has a high bonus because it starts with that low damage. It has to build up to the high extreme damage.
Like I said, higher level, then it does make sense, I suppose.
Scary.
This
it was
definitely
fun.
scary, but it's super cool. I actually really like the idea of its constant building of momentum.
Yeah, and was a little worried about it, like being like, does this kind of like it sort of locks you almost into like actions you want to take, but like it makes it maybe your rounds a little cyclical. But I think that kind of works, especially with it being a clockwork creature.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything grammatical. That's probably not even a word, but hey, whatever. Like grammar wise, I don't think I have anything from everything I'm seeing. Maybe I'm just glossing over something if it does exist.
I did notice a
if
misspell.
it does.
Yeah, I did notice a misspelling, but I have it spelled right on the actual sheet, so I'm not worried
Oh,
about
okay, cool.
it.
The only thing I think I want to add
Mhm.
is more of a flavor thing, if you will. I really liked how you described how the arm looks like it's like that the pistons and whatnot are
Yep.
like extended fully back. I like that as a flavor thing. If you have room for it, I would like to add the suggestion of just adding that little like flavor piece into the building force, because I know like sometimes they'll have like little flavor text of like how something works and like why it's doing it, and I think that'd be a cool tidbit to add if you have the room for it and it doesn't get in the way.
So when the Demolisher makes a pile driver strike and the attack isn't a critical failure, it
almost could be like a
pistons-
preceding sentence. Like it'd be more like throughout use the pistons and the Clockwork Demolisher's arm.
With each blow, the Demolisher gathers force, gathers kinetic energy, maybe.
Actually, yeah. What is it that like pistons on like a clockwork thing like this? What does that run on? It's like compressed gas and other stuff, right?
Yeah. Pistons extending
Like the
from
yeah,
the
but like
back.
some sort of like flavor piece. I think that'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, I've got the picture fairly big, so I do have like room to add stuff. I just got to keep shrinking the picture down as I do so.
Yeah,
Must stick
I
out
mean,
now,
again, if it
unfortunately, but-
shrinks it down too much, I wouldn't say it's too necessary.
Nah,
But it's just cool little flavor thing.
That's still a good size. It still takes up a good portion of the page. And here I'll show you what
I
I'll
must
write
step
it
out
in on.
though, so
Yeah, of course, man.
you
Hey,
wanna take a-
thank you for
Yeah.
helping with the test.
No worries. I can't wait to hopefully kill the next one and not have it be stolen from me. Although I can't really confirm if I actually can do that. But yeah, till then, magic.
But
I didn't even finish hearing the word magic.
he was a little early on it. All right, how's that look?
Each blow, Demolisher gathers force stored in pistons extending from the back of its limb. Yeah, honestly, I like that. Oh, I think I see what you mean now. Is it the second sentence with when the Demolisher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm fine throwing in a little flavor text there.
Yeah, I like that. That's all. It's fun.
All right, awesome.
Decaf, anything?
Oh, I do
Nope.
also want to mention, obviously this creature, so I mentioned forceful because the idea is that it keeps smacking things until it breaks through. And it also, because was meant for mining, it also obviously has the raising trait on its pile driver.
What is the raising trait?
It is extra damage against objects and structures.
Oh, terrifying.
Yeah, whenever you deal damage to an object, structure, or vehicle with a raising weapon, the object takes an amount of additional damage equal to double the number of weapon damage dice.
Dope.
Yeah. Sorry, Decaf, I cut you off a little bit there.
All I said was nope.
All right, awesome. Well, stream, that is going to cover it for tonight. Thank you for coming out or watching this in the future. We are glad to be back doing these. Going to try to make them more consistent. October was just a cursed month for us. And hey, like I said, let me know if you know any Bubbas. Am I the outlier here? Am I that weird?
I'm just gonna call
Warriors-
it ahead of time. You are absolutely.
I don't think so. Listen, my fellow dwellers in the rural regions of the world, band together with me. Show these city slickers. Anyway, yeah, we'll catch
Hey
you guys
now.
next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Ciao.